Hi, this is Anika from Living for Later, and I'm on today to speak to you about fasting. Yes, fasting. I will be the first to confess that fasting is not necessarily one of my favorite things to do, but I know that it is necessary. And when I say fasting, I mean just denying yourself food for a period of time and spending time in prayer and the reading of God's word and just being in His presence. And, you know, maybe you're at a crossroads. Maybe you just feel like your emotions are just all over the place. Maybe you feel like you just need clarity from God, or you just want to go deeper in Him. You want the giftings that He's placed in you to be perfected at a greater level. And you just want more insight and revelation, and you just want to shut out the world and feed and feast on God. Then fasting is a great spiritual tool, if you will, to use. So I just want to encourage you, just because it's difficult, to not be dismissive of it. And all of us can come up with excuses as to why we can't fast, but I just want to encourage you to think about why you should fast, right? The benefits that are there, not just from a health standpoint, but even from a spiritual standpoint. So again, I just want to encourage you to really set aside some time to fast. And I want to caution you to not compare yourselves to others when you're fasting. I know that initially in my Christian walk, it's I would look at other people and hear their different testimonies of how long they fasted, and I would feel defeated before I even started, because it was like, oh my goodness, no way could I fast for 10 days or whatever the case may be. But I recognize that as I grow with God, it's not a competition thing. I'm not trying to make anyone else's standards but His. So maybe you can only fast for one meal as opposed to one day. Start there. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. God sees your heart, and you can start with one meal and just build from there. And then the other thing that I want to share with you is, don't feel the need to make a public announcement to everyone that you are fasting. Of course, and I believe in the book of Matthew, Jesus tells us that, like, when you're fasting, you do this in secret. It's not something that you have to announce to everyone else. So again, if fasting is not a spiritual practice that you have been doing, I want to encourage you to consider doing that. There's so much information out there on the internet concerning the benefits of fasting and different scriptures that you can look up. So I just want to encourage you to start digging and make a commitment to fast. You be blessed.